Hi, and welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us today. My name's Eric Altman, sales engineer here at Vodia. And today we're going to talk about Vodia hosted multi-tenant PBX. So Vodia has been deploying multi-tenancy since 2005. So we know the ins and outs, and we have a mature and true multi-tenant solution. No additional modules needed or any third-party software. It's not asterisk. This is our technology built from the ground up. Same with our apps developed in-house. And the SBC, the session border controller, is baked right in. That's a necessary piece for VoIP deployments. So having it built right into the software eliminates the need and the cost for a separate SBC. The PBX is easy to deploy and manage. It runs on Windows or Linux. And Vodia has given MSPs, ITSPs, and resellers the tools they need, along with the ability to create their own package deals. Don't give away your customers to another company's package deal, which could also lock them into having to use specific phones or specific trunks that wouldn't even be their preference. Leveraging any relationship you have with SIP trunk providers and IP phone vendors, it's going to allow you to put together a per seat package that can be very affordable to your customers and still very profitable to you. So why Vodia hosted multi-tenant? Well, the market demands it. The days of premises-based PBXs are limited at best. Businesses are moving their resources to the cloud, and Vodia has given everyone here a perfectly timed opportunity to supply what the market demands. I think especially with remote workers playing such a major role these days, a lot of companies are now seeing permanent work from home employees, as well as a rise in the amount of employees who are splitting their time both coming into the office and working from home. Being able to access the company phone system from the cloud is pretty critical. And being able to access that with multiple devices, whether that be a desk phone, cell phone, PC soft phone, or mobile app, allows workers to work with the device they feel the most comfortable with anywhere they want to. Scalability is a key factor too within the PBX and in the industry itself. Multi-tenant means that you're running all of your customers on a single instance of the PBX. You're scaling within that one instance with no need for another server or 10 or 100. 100 customers can all be managed in one session with one login. And I think we all know that the VoIP industry is growing in a big way year to year. The projected growth rate of computer to phone services for the next 5 years is hovering close to 20%. So systems need to be able to accommodate for that growth in both the size and the amount of customers that they're working with. Vodia Multi-Tenant PBX wraps all that up in a neat little package rather than a warehouse of packages and servers in the cloud. That's going to save a bunch of time, resources, and money. Vodia hosted multi-tenant PBX has a solid integration with Microsoft Teams. Vodia's built-in session border controller, or SBC, allows our integration with Teams direct routing and gives customers a wide range of choices when it comes to choosing preferred SIP trunk providers. Our integration allows Teams and non-Teams members to communicate seamlessly with each other and to be in hunt groups, agent groups, and conferences together. I mean, the customers can save money on Microsoft licensing if a worker really only needs a phone and not necessarily Teams access. With our full range of apps for iOS, Android, and Windows, you're able to connect and utilize the features of the PBX reliably through the apps from anywhere. Cloud infrastructure is available to all today. It's abundant and inexpensive. And while the VoIP landscape keeps evolving, Vodia is a company that has and will remain consistent with the technology we develop and with our channel partners who are the lifeblood of our business and will continue to be well respected and treated fairly. Now, Vodia only needs one public IP address to operate in the cloud. There's no need for a secondary IP address. As far as requirements, it's recommended to have 2 CPUs per multi-tenant deployment, and you only need about 8 to 16 gigs of RAM. The Vodia Multi-Tenant does have automatic recording enabled, so if you're planning to make use of that and space is a factor, we recommend to have at least 100 to 200 gigs of hard drive space on an SSD, a solid state drive. This is installed on Linux or Windows. Service providers have a choice on the Linux side of Debian, CentOS, FreeBSD, Raspberry Pi, or with Windows Server 2016 or 2019. Vodia True Multi-Tenant technology lets you create multiple domains or tenants on the single instance. Vodia is the leading brand for service providers looking for an economical platform that provides granular features. The global dial plan makes it easy to map least cost routing across all domains. No need to build multiple SIP trunks for every customer. Even though each tenant or domain in a multi-tenant system is segregated from the other tenants, things like dial plan, SIP trunking, inter-domain dialing, those can all be shared resources across multiple or all domains. And Vodia's API can be used in tandem with your company's website. When customers sign up for your services, they can create their own company domain and API commands to even build extensions and other accounts like ring groups, hunk groups, and auto-attendant IVRs, for example. Vodia APIs are a great way to build and automate your telecom services. And as far as branding, Vodia Hosted Multi-Tenant comes with branding enabled for the managed service provider who would like to advertise their brands and services to their customers on the admin screen, the user portal, and the phones. So why this makes sense? These points are key. The VoIP business is almost purely subscription-based now. The days of just reselling a license are going away and going away fast. The future business model is subscription-based per user, and the future is now. Practically all software, Office 365, Salesforce, Google Suite, just to name a few, are per user per month pricing. With Vodia's partner program, there's no upfront cost or commitment, and there are no hidden costs. All features and all apps are included for free. As a partner, you can get a full featured license for demo and testing purposes, free for the first 60 days. So keep that in mind and let us know if you need that. That'll allow you to see for yourself the combination of advanced PBX features that's truly unmatched by your competitors in the industry. Add to that our knowledgeable, available, friendly tech support group, and you got a winning ticket, a lottery ticket with a big payout as the monthly recurring revenue continues to build. And the apps we have will add to your success. Again, they're free, no hidden costs there. Everybody loves their apps, and having the full suite, iOS, Android, and Windows, means your customers can use the app of their choice and the device of their choice to access voicemail, presence information, and of course, make and receive calls from anywhere. As far as administration, Vodia has 3 layers of administrators on the PBX. A super administrator has full control over the PBX, including managing other administrators. A system administrator, similar to the super administrator, but cannot create, change, or delete the super administrator or other system administrator accounts. There can be multiple system administrators, each one of them with their own password. And the system or super admin can create multiple domain admins, the 3rd level, giving them access for only a particular domain. Domain admins have all the rights that system admins have, but it's only for a particular domain. You can use your existing IP phones, which is a great thing, and we do have RPS, remote provisioning support. As a managed service provider, keeping track of your phone inventory and their location, it's critical. Some phones need to be swapped around or reprogrammed. So Vodia RPS management helps there, allowing you to do mass button deployments and firmware upgrades, drop shipping pre-configured phones, and it's a secure way to provision the phones for the PBX. Telecommuting is at an all-time high right now. We all know that. And with the PBX hosted on a public IP, those telecommuters can work from anywhere. Calls made from the apps or the user portal will show the caller ID of the business. And calls made to the business are dialed as they always have been. No need to give out personal numbers. The apps, again, are all free to download, and the browser-based user portal is also free and available on the PBX. And that portal can be white labeled. And as a user on all the apps and the portal, you're not giving up any functionality. You can make and receive calls, SMS, chat, group pickup, set DND, do voicemail to email, even a few other things we'll cover on a slide coming up. Having the full suite of apps, the iOS, Android, and Windows, is what customers are demanding. This is one of the reasons why having the PBX on a public IP in the cloud is so critical. Using the mobile app on your office LAN only kind of defeats the purpose of even having a mobile app, which is that it can be accessed anywhere and everywhere. So let's talk a little about the features on our iOS app. It's compatible with iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch running iOS 13.0 or later. The app can easily be provisioned with a QR code. And then you can count on reliable voice presence showing whether someone's signed into the app and whether they're currently on the phone. Obviously, you can make and receive calls, put them on hold or transfer them, mute yourself, search the address book, as well as scroll through call history. There is a visual and auditory voicemail notification on your phone, regardless of whether the app is active, and this is Bluetooth compatible. Then with the Android app, you need to be running Lollipop 5.0 or higher, and you have basically the same feature set as the iOS app. Both of these mobile apps, again, are free to download and use with the Vodia hosted multi-tenant PBX. They can be used with a premises-based PBX as well, but again, if they're not on a public IP, then they can only access the app on their local network. Having these apps ready to go and stable and reliable, it's a big check mark on the Vodia side. The features are all there to facilitate working remotely from your phone. But we are and will be frequently updating the apps with new tools and features. The Vodia Desktop App is available as web user portal or as a Windows app. All the Vodia apps have notification of inbound calls and voicemail messages left for the user. And this also includes notifications of users' chat and SMS. Users can manage their present view on the Vodia app and create group presence. Transferring calls is easy on the Vodia app or Windows Desktop app. You can even transfer using the drag and drop function. And follow me, find me, follow me. User cell phones can be used to extend the user's availability. Built into the desktop app is the Vodia Softphone. It's a free softphone developed by Vodia Networks. It can be used to make and receive VoIP phone calls directly from your work computer using Vodia's patented WebRTC technology. And whether a small business or enterprise subscriber, your customer is going to enjoy the easy-to-use web interface for checking voicemails, presence, hold and transfer, again, mute, searching the address book, scrolling through the history, and getting those notifications on both voicemails and incoming calls. A very cool feature, I think, is that now, depending on the SIP trunk provider you're using, the ones that are displayed on this slide all support this. From the Windows app, you can send SMS messages externally from your home screen, your call screen, your messages, or your voicemail screen. This can also be done internally, where the user gets a notification that they have an unread message, and it shows the date and timestamp associated with that message. And when done externally, the recipient sees a text come in from the company phone number, not your personal phone number. So we're continuing to work with other providers that can provide both voice and SMS on that same DID. And right now, when we talk about the public cloud, Vodia hosted multi-tenant can obviously be run on AWS, Azure, Google. And I want to let you all know that the Vodia PBX is now available on the DigitalOcean marketplace. This is a great way for you and your customers to run scenarios with the PBX, test the apps and our Microsoft Teams integration. This is our true multi-tenant edition. It's built on a Debian-based 64-bit system. You bring your own SIP trunks and phones and Vodia license, and you can run our PBX on DigitalOcean's reliable infrastructure. This is readily available today for you to test on DigitalOcean. We're here to help. If you have a support inquiry, you can send your request to support@vodia.com. Open up tickets at vodia.zamad.com. Our documentation, our Bible is over there at doc.vodia.com. That should have the answer to any questions you might have technically. And we have a reseller network all over the world. So, feel free to reach out to us if you need to reach out to maybe other resellers to help you in getting started or for certain scenarios that you're trying to run. And for onboarding, sales@vodia.com is going to be the email address that you can use for that. That's what I got for you today. So I hope that was both eventful and something that you guys could get a lot out of. I know there have been some questions while we've been going through here. So I was going to switch over and see if any questions were asked and what the answers are. I'll read those out to you, but feel free to use the chat window over on the right-hand side of the screen, and you can ask your questions there. I'm going to start scrolling through it just to see if we have somebody's asking, are these webinars recorded for download later? Absolutely. This is being recorded, and this will be on our YouTube channel probably later today or tomorrow at the latest. All right. Somebody's asking, can I administer a prospective client from Africa in the U.S., i.e., can African clients be placed on the same system with U.S. clients? And the answer is yes, absolutely. Just contact us. We can, tell you all the details of setting that up. Okay. Where would we find the download link? Not sure what download link they're talking about, but okay. So Hamlet responded with the download link that's in your chat for the free test option. Are the apps included in the multi-tenant, or is there a charge per user? So I can answer that one. Apps are included. There's a charge per user. That's your standard charge. Again, this is subscription based. You're paying per user per month, but not for the apps. Apps are included free at no charge at all. Someone's asking if video conferencing is available. Not currently. There's a lot of companies out there doing video conferencing well. We would suggest, using them where that's their specialty. It may be coming in the future, but currently not available. Okay. Someone was asking about the recording link. Again, we'll be sending that to everybody who registered here. You'll be receiving that link. But honestly, you can go to YouTube, type in Vodia Networks, go to our channel, and this webinar, as well as the previous webinars that we've done, will be there for your viewing pleasure. Someone's asking, is the mobile app white labelable? Can we customize with our logo when it connects to the domain? Unfortunately, it is not. So the mobile apps are not something that you can white label, but you can white label the admin screen, the user portal screen, as well as the phones. Someone's asking, do we have CRM integration? We do. With certain CRMs, we have integration. Just to go through a few, we've got Zoho, Salesforce, Others are coming. Yeah, so that's something that we're aware of. We've hooked into a few, and we can hook into others. Even if you have a homegrown CRM, I mean, let us know. Once we find the hooks, we can set up the integration. Someone's asking, can you brand the multi-tenant PBX? Again, absolutely yes. You can brand that on the admin screens as well as the user portal and the phones. All right. I'm just going through to see. Can you demo the multi-tenant functionality? It's actually so easy, like it doesn't even need a demo. Basically, if you know how to administer our system, when you go into your domains, there's an add button. Click add. You got a new PBX to configure. It's really that simple. So, all the things we talked about that come along with that, I mean, that's there. But basically setting this up, once you've got a server, you'll have your local host main domain, and you hit add, you add a new domain, and it's like opening up a brand new PBX. But again, it's all in the one instance, which is nice. Let's see. Someone's asking if we have a live demo. I mean, just contact us. Contact sales at Vodia.com or even support. We'll be happy to show you a live demo. As far as setup, again, it's simple. But if you want to see certain features or whatever it might be, just let us know. We're happy to do live demos for anybody. And we can arrange even a training. If you guys have not been trained yet, contact us. We've got a great speed training program where we can kind of get you guys up to speed in a couple hours. Someone's asking what's the price. That's not something to discuss here on the webinar, but again, contact us, call us, email us, register with us, fill out our partner application. We'll be happy to share the prices with you. Yep, and we can provide, as I mentioned earlier, a 60-day trial of the multi-tenant, so we can give you that license for free for 60 days when you sign up. So just contact us, and we're happy to help. Or contact your local distributor. Can we bill customers? Somebody's asking. I mean, we have integrations with Stripe and FreshBooks, so you can do your billing that way, unless you wanted to try to integrate some of your own billing software. But we are integrated with FreshBooks as well as Stripe for billing. You have full control. I'm just looking. Someone's asking if we have HubSpot integration. Yes, we do have that as well. So I was just mentioning a few. WebRTC Softphone integration. I mean, that's all of our apps are using WebRTC to make and receive calls. So absolutely, yes. We actually have some patented WebRTC allowing for multiple calls as well. Someone's asking about charging for long distance metered billing. There are some things in the app, but that's not, we don't have, we're not hooked into any of that type of software where we've got metered billing, as far as I know. Okay. Someone's asking about high availability features being available for multi-tenant, and yes, that can be achieved. Someone's asking, how's the hierarchy? Tenant, reseller, customers, is it possible, or just one level tenants, customers? I mean, there's the tenants, that's the customer, and then the reseller, and then yeah, I mean, you can set up that hierarchy how you want, but basically, yeah, your tenants are going to be your customers, reseller handling that, and then working with a distributor, to get us paid. Someone asked about IVR, which is built in. I was asking We support video team conference. Again, we don't support the video, but we do integrate with Teams if that's what you're asking. So you can do conferences with Teams and non-Teams members, having the Vodia PBX as the back end there. Someone's asking about service surveys post-sale. Not anything that we have set up at this point. Someone's asking if admins have a change log audit trail when any changes are made at log 2 and when. Yes, that is built into the PBX, so you can see who's in there and what they've done. Okay, for redundancy, can it support geographic dispersed data centers? Is that failover managed through application? Yeah, okay. Someone's just let me know. There are different ways of doing that. So it can definitely be done, yes. Yeah, please contact us, for a technical question like that. We're not going to get into, every way that can be done, but it can be done. So contact us. We'll be happy to walk you through the different options you have. Can a tenant get different types of subscribers within the same domain? Absolutely. So when you're talking about different types of subscribers, the way our hosted works is when you create an extension, that type of subscriber is defined right there. So they're priced differently and they have different permissions as far as what type it is. But absolutely, those can be mixed within the same domain. Right. So we have, things, hotels, classrooms. So we've got a lot of different types of extensions, and again, those can all be mixed on the same domain. Someone's asking us to elaborate on our integration with Microsoft Teams. Like I mentioned, some of the key points there, having our SBC allows you a choice of SIP trunk providers that Vodia has over what Microsoft might offer you, one or two. We have a plethora of SIP trunk providers, and our SBC allows you to get there. This is also a phone system for the whole company. So when we integrate with Teams, Teams members and non-Teams members can pick the phone up and call each other anytime they want. They don't have to have a Teams license to be able to call a team member. And then you can even have mixed groups where you have a hunt group or an ACD group that can have some Teams members in it and some non-Teams members in it. So we're really just kind of bringing everything together so that, yes, you're a Teams member, you can use your Teams communicator, you can use your phone, and then everybody else has the phone system as well. So that's one of the key factors, is that everybody can communicate with each other with no need for additional Microsoft licensing. Someone's asking about constraints on which mobile phones the app works on, or can it be downloaded onto any mobile phone? No, there are certain levels that you need to be. So if you got that old cell phone running, a 1.0, chances are the app's not going to work with that. So we do list the requirements, and as long as you meet those requirements, then it can be downloaded onto that phone. Is there a way to update phone firmware which are already logged into the server? Looks like Hamlet answered that as a yes. And it says each extension can be pushed one by one or all together. Someone's asking or commenting that no need for Microsoft licensing is huge. We agree. That's definitely one of the key factors of our integration here. They'll get enough license money out of you. So if you can save a few, because the receptionist doesn't need a Teams license to call the Teams member because we're integrated with Vodia, then that's a great thing. Somebody's asking about flow route, and yes, our system does work with flow route. We have a template for that. All right, I reached the bottom of the stack here. So any other questions? Okay. I think Hamlet is just posting a link to our blog about our SMS. Like I said, really cool feature. The same number, make calls and send external SMS. Key piece of this feature is you're sending it out as the company number. So if it's a classroom, the teacher doesn't have to send out their cell phone number. They're sending a text, but it's coming right from the school. If it's a auto repair, you can send that out from the auto repair company. Hey, your car's ready. It's not coming from John Smith. So that's a key feature. And again, it's going to be based on the trunks you're using. And on that slide, I had listed the ones that we are working with, Twilio, Bandwidth, Telnix, Interworks, I think. So check that out if you guys get a chance. ACD available, somebody's asking. Absolutely, ACD is available. Funny thing is, we had an ACD slide in here, but we took it out because we didn't really think it made sense with the whole multi-tenant hosted thing. But whether you're hosted or whether you're on premises, ACD is in here, supported, can create agent groups, music on hold while people are waiting, as well as messages on hold, different types of distributions. So we've got a full ACD suite in there, and that is included. Again, with multi-tenant hosted, everything is included. So you can create as many agent groups as you like. And somebody's just bringing up the point that even the SMS can be included in that contact center, basically. So that's going to come through and be queued up. Okay, so now we're talking about multiple levels of contact center of ACD functionality, because you can use the SMS as well. What's going to be the best way to send SMS to customers? App, web portal? Actually, either way. I mean, there's many ways to send SMS. It could be the web portal. It could be the mobile app. It can be the desktop app. I mean, all of that are done. And then one more question here. Can you create extensions and configurations from the API? Absolutely. The API is a strong piece. And like we mentioned in one of the slides, I mean, you can use this on your website even to ask questions and have information that you can key into there using the API, basically create extensions, create everything, create a whole system, using that API. So it's there. Real-time monitoring alerts of MOS scores or issues on calls. We do have graphs that you can check that are real-time, that are going to show you SMS and email. All of those, can be monitored. So that's built into the system in the admin. All right, I'll give it another minute, see if there's any more. Appreciate all the questions, guys. I think we're answering them in a good way. You're asking about, we got it. And if I didn't explain enough, feel free to contact us. Someone's asking about DigitalOcean, if there's a specific bundle. We can send you the link, but if you go there right from our website, it'll take you there where you can register, and they have a special registering right now where you get $100 credit for 60 days. So just go in there from the link from our website. It'll take you to DigitalOcean. You can register, get on that program, get your 60-day free license from us, and basically run this thing with customers if you'd like, or for test purposes for no charge for the first 2 months. And it looks like Hamlet just posted the direct link that takes you to the DigitalOcean marketplace, where you can get the Vodia droplet and all of that. Thank you all for the compliments and all that. Glad this was something that resonated with all of you. Authorization. Someone's asking, is it possible to manage the access from an administrator, give them some authorization or deny it? Absolutely. When you're setting up your administrators, there's a whole bunch of check boxes where you can define what that administrator has access to or not. So yes, you can have within those 3 levels, you can kind of have different levels within there as well, based on the permissions that you define for that administrator. All right. I think we're good. Again, appreciate everybody's time today. And feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. If you're in an area where we're distributing our product, reach out to your distributor. But feel free to contact us again. Sales@vodia.com is going to come to me. Support@vodia.com will go to our support group. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us or call us 617-446-1399. And I'm extension 451. So thank you again. I appreciate it all. I'm going to go ahead and close the session, and feel free to contact us with any other questions. Thank you. Y'all have a great day.